What's up guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to talk about melodic patterns, and I'll be on the electric guitar, which it's the best one to do solos and scales in my opinion. So it's actually going to be pretty straightforward, and at the end we're going to have a solo, and let's go just straight to it, right? So what are melodic patterns? Melodic patterns are patterns that you follow when you're playing a lot of notes and scales, of course. And I'm gonna be using as an example C scale, C major, and I like that one because that's the one that I use the most to warm up. And the scale, if you have watched the other classes, there's classes of Greek modes. There's a pentatonic class, which was the class that I used the solo that I'll be reusing on this video. That's the scale. That's how you do the C major. I'll use the main shape. Right? And how can I use melodic patterns on that scale or in any improvisation? So you just choose the way you play the notes. In this case, I play the notes from top to bottom, and then went back, bottom, up. Right? You're still following a pattern in a way, but it's very simplistic, right? So how do you make it more interesting? The first pattern that I'm going to be showing is going to be this one. You play 3 notes forward, and then you go 1 back, essentially. So we're going to do right? How do you do it? So you're gonna start playing the first notes. I'm gonna call notes by their numbers, not their names. Okay, so that's gonna be note number 1, which is C. Then D, note number 2. E, note number 3. So we played 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 3, 4, then 3, 4, 5, and so on. 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and then 7, 6, 7, 8, and then backwards the same way. 8, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, and then 3, 2, 1, right? Well, people use that a lot. I think that's gonna be the one we're gonna use on the solo at the end, but stick in. By the way, before that, don't forget to leave the like, because I hope you like the video. You probably will at the end of the solo, so do it for the solo, and subscribe, because there's gonna be interestingly videos, equally cool videos, and you want to be in tune every Saturday. So on to the second pattern, right? We have played a pattern of going 3 notes forward and then doing the pulling back, right? Now it's gonna be 4 notes, right? Like this. So you start 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you start the same sequence, running the 4 consecutive notes, but you start not from the first one, you start from the second, right? So, and then from the third note, 4 notes consecutively, which is 3, 4, 5, 6. Then starts from the 4th note, backwards, same thing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 7, 6, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. I just did a play between C and B, but it's just a specific way of finalizing it. And the last one is very applicable actually, because it's gonna be basically like the play one note and then its third note, right? So C, we then play E, which is the third one, right? 1, 3. Then you do that with the next note, which is second note, right? But now it's gonna be 2, 4. Then the third note, now it's the third note we are playing. You play the third, but then and then the second note that comes after it, right? The third, and then 4, 6, 5, 7, and then 6, 8, and backwards 8, 6, 7, 5, 6, 4, 5, 3, 4, 2, and 3, 1. So it's basically it. You know, you're gonna play each note sequentially, but like the first note, after that you play the third. Now you go to the second. On the second, play the second, but then it's third, which is the next note that comes. You know, the note that comes after the next, if you know what I mean. So that's the third pattern. Those are essential ones, right? The first pattern that I showed, I mean by far the most used. Not that you're not gonna use, for instance, the last one, which is the every other note pattern. But like the first one, especially in rock, it's hyper used. Now onto the application. So on the application, I will show you again the second time the same solo, but now I'm gonna put in a soundtrack. I'm gonna play the bass and the solo, and I'm gonna merge that, and you're gonna see how it sounds. It's gonna be better than the first time, but now it's gotten a different meaning. We're not evaluating pentatonics, which is what we're gonna be using. You're gonna be evaluating the pattern that I'm playing the pentatonic, right? And then I'm gonna finish it up nicely with the ending of the solo. This solo, if you don't know how to do it, I have taught it on the video that I'm gonna be linking everywhere. I probably link that on the cards first. The solo is an adaptation of Happier Than Ever from Billie Eilish, and it was adapted by LV Cas. It's like Lucas but with V, and it's hyper cool. So here we go. It's gonna use the first pattern that I showed on the A minor pentatonic right here on the 12th fret, and you're gonna start from the second note, right, and then play one note back to the initial note and progress back to the last note, and then current note, progress, and then one note back, current note, next note. So in summary, starting from the second note of the pentatonic, it is current note, backwards, current, next, and then backwards, current, next, backwards, current, next, backwards, current, next. So the beginning, you're still getting into it. After getting into it, it's just backwards, current, next, backwards, current, next, and it just follows, which is very similar to the first pattern that I showed. Now I'm gonna leave you at the end with how it sounds. I'm gonna do the bass and the solo, and again, if you want to learn it in detail, that solo, go back to the video that I showed you. It's gonna be very interesting because you're gonna also learn pentatonics, which is like the basis of rock solos, and stick to it. so now you'll know how to flavor your solos. I hope you have enjoyed this class and this lesson. If so, I hope you didn't take the like out, subscribe, and one last thing, if you guys don't mind, please share the videos with other guys, friends, family that you know likes the video, likes the content, also wants to learn about electric and acoustic guitar. You know, I'm trying to build a community, as I used to say on the first month of the channel. So if you can help me, you know, and spread the video out, I'm very thankful, and stick in because I want to see you on the next week.